It's time to jump into the Wayback Machine and go back to the 80s. I am your host, Golden J, and with me, as always, Frankie, the Cage Man Vegas.
Yeah. Hey, I'm easy.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
You're not just a shy boy?
No. Hey, that's life.
That's live. Yeah, well, we're talking about a Yankee roast, so.
Whoa, she's beautiful. I'm talking about J-Dub.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Here we go. We're starting early, boys and girls. Oh, man. Listen, we're here to take you back to the greatest decade ever as we continue our Van Halen series. And let me tell you, it's been fun to go back and re-listen to all these Van Halen albums, David Lee Roth albums, Sammy Hagar albums, and it's we hope you guys are enjoying it too. All right, Frankie, so tell me, what have you been up to, buddy?
Not much. I mean, as we record, and this will come out way after, but it's Easter weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow's Easter Sunday.
Yep.
I got the kids, all the family coming over, grandkids.
We were discussing that before we started recording about Easter baskets and grandkids and all that. You got to go do a little shopping yet tonight.
Yeah.
Finish up, don't you? It's almost as bad as Christmas.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, the wife miscounted Easter baskets, and we forgot to make one for our youngest granddaughter. So.
I won't tell her if I see her that she was the forgotten one.
Yeah.
Not a word. Would never do that.
No. But yeah, we'll get it taken care of.
Oh yeah, you will. I know you will. That's the beauty of making sure that you're ready beforehand.
Yeah.
When you get into that.
You guys got plans for tomorrow, or?
We are headed to the Skywalker's house for our annual. That's where we've been doing Easter since they got the house a few years ago, and usually Jess puts together an Easter egg hunt for everybody, which is always kind of fun. I did get a Snapchat about a week ago from my granddaughter. There was an egg last year because I think we have, I don't know, it's somewhere between 6 and 10 that we get to find. Everybody has their own colored eggs.
Okay.
And they hide them all around their yard. And let's say 10. Let's just go with 10. I only found 9.
Wait, we got to do it. Give it a 10.
Give it
a 10.
I need a 10. So I didn't find my last one, and we hunted, and if I remember correctly, I wasn't feeling good last year, so I think we kind of jetted early. I came home and went to bed. It just, this time of year and this weather, and especially this year, this weather is insane. As of right now, it has rained for 4 days straight, and my yard looks like it has rained for 4 days straight.
Yeah,
it's bad, but. So this weather is just messing with my sinuses, and I could come out and be fine, and all of a sudden I've got this sinus headache that just drops me, and so it's been a little crazy. But so last year I wasn't feeling very good, so I was like, listen, if you find it, let me know. It's got little trinkets in it or candy, and it's not like we're looking for money. Yeah. But yeah, I got a Snapchat video call from, or just a video from Sora, and she is so excited they had found my last egg in the yard, 4 days before fucking Easter this year. So It's almost been a whole year that thing has been hiding. But yeah, she was all excited. I loved it. She's like, Grandpa, look what I found. It's your last egg. And this is what was in it. It's one of those little fidget toys that you...
That's funny.
She's adorable. I love her. She's amazing. So, yeah, we'll go up there. We'll have lunch. Chico's off to get my mom at my sister's and bring her down so she'll get to be a part of everything. And yeah, I did an Easter basket for her too. I wanted to make sure she. Damn, she's been such a giving woman for so long that she deserves to be given back to, and 100%.
Yeah.
That's always my thing at Christmas time. You know, for the longest time we always buy by dollars. You know, it's always like, well, you're only going to spend, say, $100 on every person. Everybody gets $100, and she's like, well, what about your mom? And I was like, I don't give a fuck if we spend $1,000 on her, because she deserves every bit of it. So, not that I've ever spent $1,000 on her at Christmas time, but I mean, I don't have that kind of money, or I would spend $1,000 on her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even now, for my birthday, she called and she's like, "What are you getting for your birthday?" And I go, I haven't decided yet. And she asked her about, I said, well, what's my limit? And she gave me a number, and I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So, when I bought my electric drums, I showed her a picture of it, and she was like, so is that what you bought? And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I bought. And she was like so excited. So it's not really what I bought. I really haven't bought anything. Yeah. You know, I'm sure something will come up, but yeah, we'll get there eventually. But maybe I'll finally spend the $500 on that video controller that I need, because I was talking with our HR person. They give away something called bucket list points.
Okay.
And so if you do everybody accumulates bucket list points throughout the month. So let's just say right now I got about 140 that I could give away to anybody. And so if they do something for me and I want to show appreciation, I can give them, I can give them one bucket list point, or I can give them 10, or I could give them the whole fucking 140 if I wanted to. And I was asking her about something because I haven't been able to log in, and she's like, oh, well, you have almost 1,000 points. And that's accumulation. They give them for your birthday. They give them to you for good deeds. Every once in a while around Easter, they hide Easter eggs throughout the fucking hospital that have little certificates for more points.
Okay.
So 50, 100 points or whatever. But you can cash those in for an Amazon gift card. So I figure if I cash those in, and I cash in my Speedway points that I get from gas, and the money for Mom giving for my birthday, maybe I can get that $500 controller and not cost me anything.
There you go.
Wonder whether that would make life easier when I'm editing videos like you're watching right now on YouTube at the Golden 80s Podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what there you go. That's a long story long. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Good food. Yeah. Get to see all the grandkids in one spot. This is always fun. So I always enjoy that. I'm gonna get to see Aspen, who's going to be at the cage match with me. He's so excited to go see some more wrestling. Every time I see him, he's like, how much longer we got, Grandpa? It's like, got a month. We got 2 weeks. We got.
There you go.
So, yeah, I'm excited. Anything else exciting going on?
No, not really. Just living life, you know.
How's work?
Work is, well, it's work. I mean, we're trying to prepare for our kind of a transition thing. We got, like, all the teams we got working there are seniors.
Oh, shit.
So we're going to be losing all of them.
When they go to college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're all smart kids all going to college.
Right.
So we made them, they had to find their own replacements. That was their assignment. So,
well, now that's an interesting theory to go by.
Yeah. So, we got, some of them are bringing in their siblings that,
right.
Are a year or two younger than them. And
well, I mean, siblings seem like the best way to go. I mean, you and Josh have made this a family thing and Brandy have made this a family thing for a long, long time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why wouldn't you bring in a sibling? Because it's just part of that whole, I mean, you guys got a family atmosphere there anyway.
Yeah. Me and Josh and Brandy, and then my other daughter, Amberly, she delivers for Bourbon.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. So there are 4 of us.
Dang. It is when you guys taking over?
Oh, shit. Never.
The Vegas Street Pizza, baby. Watch out.
No, I have no desire to do that. You know.
Listen to him. He just hasn't. He's been hanging out with me. Listen, you got to over dream and overcomplicate everything. So it's great.
But yeah, we're trying to get new people start streaming in so we can kind of have a seamless transition, and I'm a little worried about it.
Well, I mean, it's not going to be easy by any means because you have to retrain everybody now. Yeah. But how many of those kids will come back on summer break from college? Will some of those come back and work? Like say Josh did that a lot when he was on college.
Yeah. I haven't heard any of them say they would do that.
Right on.
But I'm sure that they'll be left on the payroll if they want to, and that way
it's seamless.
Yeah, they can just come in, clock in, and go to work if we need them.
Yep, absolutely. Speaking of streaming, Frankie, listen, we need some more listeners. We need some more downloads. We need some more love. So won't you please go tell your friends about the Golden 80s podcast?
Yes.
If you enjoy this, tell everybody. We need to get more people listening to us.
Yes.
And you can watch us on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you're watching this right now.
Hi.
Put your shirt down. That's just weird. But no, if you if you watch us on YouTube, that's great. We appreciate it. But the views are going to come from Spotify, Apple, iHeart, all those, any streaming place that you go and listen to, that's where our numbers are going to come from. We're looking to bring our numbers up significantly, and we need your help. And I'll tell you, to be honest, if you're one of the ones that listen to us and you have an idea how to make this even better, hit me up, thegoldenimage80s@gmail.com. Would love to hear from you. We'd love to hear from you regardless, but
yeah,
if you have a couple ideas that you might think would help, something that we could do, either from the house or if we have to roll Frankie Vegas out to somewhere, we can make that happen too. Yeah. All right. Frankie, how about a word from our affiliate sponsor, Perfectly Picked Games?
Let's do it.
Collectors, thrifters, and savvy shoppers, listen up. Perfectly Picked Games brings you the best board game and toy deals live every week. Join our Whatnot shows on Tuesdays and Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for limited time auctions you won't find anywhere else. First timer? Use Golden Mojo to take 10% off your first purchase. Fast deals, fun finds, and big savings on Whatnot.
All right, that was Perfectly Picked Games right here on the Whatnot app. Go check them out, or check them out at perfectlypickedgames.com. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing our Van Halen series. And today we are going to touch on 2 separate things. We're going to do a quick run through of the 1985 EP by American rock musician and former Van Halen lead man David Lee Roth. That EP is called Crazy from the Heat. I think a couple episodes ago, again, I think I called it California Girls. It was actually called Crazy from the Heat. Yeah. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. But what we're really getting into the majority of today is the debut album from the former Van Halen lead singer David Lee Roth, which was released on July 7th, 1986. And it followed that very successful Crazy from the Heat EP. We are going to talk about Eat 'Em and Smile.
Yeah.
Give me a bottle of anything and a glazed donut. To go.
All right, Frankie, real quick, let's talk about Crazy from the Heat. So this was the EP album that I talked about in 1984 that Dave actually played for the band before, it got so successful that he left the band. We're just going to talk about the titles. You're not going to get clips or anything. We're just going to talk about this little 4-song EP that he put out in 1985. Let's go.
All right. The first one, there's only 4 songs. The first one was Easy Street.
And, not a bad song to start off with, but I don't know that it was. Can you remember the melody? Like I said, I didn't go back and listen to this.
Yeah, I didn't go back and listen. I know I've heard it. But
right. I don't. It's a cover of an Edgar Winter group.
Yeah, they're all. I mean, all
Yeah.
of these songs are covers, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I'm looking down the right list, they're all covers. So, Easy Street.
And then number 2 was one of my favorite songs to go to on karaoke. It's Just a Gigolo Ain't Got Nobody.
And I ain't got nobody. Nobody cares for me. Nobody.
Humbly bobbly zibbity bobbly, humbly bobbly zibbity bop.
Diddy bop. Yeah, I know you guys missed that. I know you missed us singing these songs. I don't know why I love this song so damn much, but I did.
I did.
Yeah.
I love this
Yeah.
song.
Just a Gigolo and I Ain't Got Nobody. And it's a medley of the 2 songs from Louis Prima.
Yeah.
So, but once again, I mean, do we have went to number 12 on the Hot 100?
Yeah.
Billboard's Hot 100. So, not bad for an out, right out the gate here as you're going.
Yeah.
I thought I had a listing of how and what an order they went out, but I don't have it. But all right, song number 3.
Or
side 2.
Side 2, song 1 on
Yeah.
side 2.
There you go.
Beach Boys cover is California Girls.
Yeah, that's right. I wish they all could be California girls.
It was such a fun video, too.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, why did you like this?
For you, the viewers, this is the end of the song. But for them.
That's right. Yeah, with all the girls in bikinis and I mean that was why you watched it. It wasn't for David Lee Roth.
Oh no,
God no. But yeah, yeah, such a good song. He did a good job with those 2.
Yeah.
The other 2 are just kind of forgettable.
The next one.
Yeah.
Number 2, Coconut Grove.
Yeah, it's a Loving Spoonful cover, and I'm like I said, we didn't go back and re-listen to this. That's why we're not diving deep into this.
Yeah.
But
what's crazy is the 3 of the 4 songs actually charted. You know?
Yeah. California Girls actually made it to number 3 on the Hot 100, but Easy Street went 14 on the mainstream rock track. So all this was in the U.S. There's nothing as far as. Well, wait. If I look up here, New Zealand, Canada. Canada was 14. It went to 21 in New Zealand. It went to 91 in the UK. That's the album itself, and it went to 15 on the Billboard 200. So, yeah, pretty good for an EP of that really wasn't supposed to be anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Easy Street, it went to the mainstream rock track, went to 14. So it was a successful album, and I think that's why he was like, well, shit, I don't need Van Halen.
No, because like I said, David Lee Roth said, fuck this, I can do this and have complete control of everything,
Oh, hell yeah.
Did you go see him when he was in Fort Wayne?
I didn't. I went to buy tickets, I believe it was for the Skyscraper tour.
Okay.
And for some reason, Butterfly was closed.
Oh.
and I don't know why, but I couldn't get tickets, so I never went back to try to get them. And I believe Cinderella was opening for him for
Right on.
Sky.
It's interesting to think back to this time, because I remember, and it might have been the Skyscraper tour, but I was thinking it was Eat 'Em and Smile. Because no, it would have been Skyscraper, because Skyscraper came through town just before I went to my first AC/DC show in Fort Wayne. But I remember my buddy Jeff Frazier, your friend too, was talking about it because he was there. I thought that he had said that Vinnie Vincent had opened for the show that he saw.
Oh, maybe.
Let me deep dive into this. The Skyscraper tour, most dates were opened by Poison. Faster Pussycat. Zathara was in Europe. I'm gonna have to deep dive that a little bit more, because I know he said that Vinnie Vincent had opened for somebody he's seen, and I was like, oh, I missed it by one. I just didn't see it. But anyway, that's unimportant. But I didn't get a chance. I never seen David Lee Roth live. I have seen Van Halen with Sammy Hagar, but I never saw him with David Lee Roth, because 85 would have been a little bit
before our concert going.
Yeah,
time,
exactly. So, but this album, Eat 'Em and Smile. Frankie, tell me, how do you do this? How do you do this? How do you go from Eddie Van Halen as your lead guitar player to Steve Vai as your lead guitar player?
Well, you basically, he went from one all-star band to a second all-star band, really, in whole. And it's just amazing how he did. I don't know how he did it, but he did it.
I have a pretty good idea how he got his bass player.
Yeah.
Because, okay, let's do the lineup. Let's do the lineup real quick, because I think this is important. So you got David Lee Roth on lead vocals. You've got the absolutely amazing Steve Vai on guitar. And then you bring in this bass player that was playing for a band called Talus, and was actually being talked about as the replacement for Michael Anthony in Van Halen at one point, and that is Billy Sheehan.
Yeah. And
Billy Sheehan he's the most underrated bass player ever. And you know, it's funny when you throw up, and I did this a few weeks ago where I talked bass players, where I threw out like Geddy Lee and Les Claypool, and you know, maybe even Flea is an accomplished bass player. Billy just doesn't crack the brain like he should. And I apologize, because I think Billy Sheehan is an amazing bass player, and he needs to be on the top of every bass player list out there for all the things that he's done. And that includes being with David Lee Roth, and of course, Mr. Big was another big one he was in. Yep. And the Winery Dogs, which, once again, welcome to another fucking all-star band when you talk about the Winery Dogs. But yeah, Sheehan just is very underrated and needs to be on the top of people's topic. And then you throw in
Greg Bissasani?
Yeah, something like that. I never would be able to pronounce his last name. But I mean, the guy is an amazing, accomplished drummer.
Yeah.
He's actually been to Sweetwater a couple times to give demos, drumming demos and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he was Ringo Starr in his all-star band, Spinal Tap, Joe Satriani band, ELO. So, he done some shit.
He does. He's done a lot of shit. So, here's your lineup. This is your lineup for this album. Steve, Billy, and Greg. Yeah, just amazing. And then you add in all the additional personnel, the keyboard players, and names that you fucking have never heard of.
Yeah.
But they're accomplished studio session guys or whatever. Like Jeff Bova. Bova, is that how you pronounce that?
Nova.
He's contributed to Celine Dion, Michael Jackson, Blondie, Eric Clapton, Joe Cocker, Cyndi Lauper, Herbie Hancock. I mean, the guy has a list that you won't fucking believe, but he did keyboards on one song on this album. He's probably in the studio next door because Eddie Van Halen was notorious for that shit, going into other studios and fucking playing on shit and nobody knowing it's him. But anyway, I was very, how do I put this? I was very down on David Lee Roth in the early Van Halen albums, the ones that we've covered in the 80s.
Yes.
I've been very just kind of like, no, this just isn't. This is not very good writing or whatever. Mm-hmm. David Lee Roth, and take away the cover album or the cover EP that let's just take that off the table. We did talk about it, just so you know. This album, is written so well. Mm-hmm. I mean, there might be a hit and miss in this album, but all in all, this album is solid, and
yes.
it's one of my go-tos when I'm just in the mood for David Lee Roth. It's not the Van Halen stuff. It's usually this album or my favorite fucking album from him, Skyscraper. I love Skyscraper from top to bottom. But yeah, this album is so good, and I'm ready to dive into it.
Yeah, it's a great. I mean, I enjoyed this album. I bought it.
I got it on vinyl.
Vinyl.
Yeah, it shows how much I loved it. I got it on fucking vinyl. Yeah. On vinyl, baby. Let's go.
Vinyl. Okay. All right, you ready to get into it?
I am. Let's do it.
All right. Okay, side one, song number 1, Yankee Rose.
Show me your bright light in your city light. All right, I'm talking about the Yankee Rose. Bright light in your city light. All right, I'm talking about it. When she walks.
Frankie, that opening.
Yeah, that was one of the most amazing. Deep by literally make that guitar speak.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when I first time I heard this, I'm like, how the hell does he do that? I don't get it. How can you make a guitar literally talk and have a conversation?
Yeah.
And can you do it?
A couple little pieces of that, I can kind of do the laugh a little bit, which requires the whammy bar and being on the right fret and the right note and the right bend. I mean, it takes a little bit I can do that, with the whistle, but it's like it starts off with wow wow. It's like David,
what? What are you doing? Well, let me roll up onto the sidewalk and take a look at.
Oh, she's fine, fine. And he's just following along, and the song itself is actually really solid too.
Yeah.
It's a fun song. And this is, in my opinion, a great way to open an album. We talked about this in 1984 about song placement. This song is the perfect first song because you get that guitar opening, you get that whimsical beginning, and then you just get a solid song to follow it through. And Vai and Roth did a great job writing this song. And I will never, ever diss Steve Vai. He is amazing. And he's been amazing for a lot of years.
Oh yeah. Is he still out there doing stuff? I don't know. I haven't kept up.
He is. He is still out there doing some things. I don't know that he's quite as visual as he used to be. Yeah. He did an album called is it Love and Warfare?
I think that sounds right.
Yeah, he did that album, and me and my buddy Andy and his boy Jake all went down to Wabash to see him when he was there, and I had seen him. Had I seen him before? I thought I had seen him before somewhere, but maybe not. Maybe that was the first time, and then I saw him a couple times at Sweetwater, during what was the name? Gear Fest is what they called it. They're not doing it in person since COVID, but which is a sad state of affairs because they had a lot of great musicians there. But I saw him do an hour-long interview and then played, and then come out later and played with a band or whatever. But he did the 20th anniversary of Love and Warfare. Okay. And he did the whole entire album in its entirety.
Is that the one that got Let the Music Do the Talking?
That's the one that's got Is Anybody Listening?
Anybody Listening. Yeah.
The one where it's like the little, oh, we're going to here to welcome little Stevie by.
Yeah, that video. Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the album. Yeah, back when he was kind of transitioning from Roth to Whitesnake and doing his own stuff, doing his solo stuff. But yeah, he's still doing things that's kind of more internet, wise or whatever. But yeah, he's still out there doing stuff. He's still an amazing guitar player.
Cool.
Yankee Rose, baby. I'm talking about a Yankee Rose with the bright lights.
Did you ever perform this song live?
No.
I didn't know. I didn't thought that.
No, man. We never covered a lot of Van Halen. I think the only one we actually covered was Pound Cake. Which David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar's vocal ability far outshines my own. Right. And I could not reach the same pinnacle of vocality that they possess. Yeah. Well, some possessed at the time. Sammy Hagar still possesses that. He's still pretty fucking good.
Yeah. But you can make songs your own.
True. But I wasn't smart or brave enough back in the day to do that.
That's what David Lee Roth did with Crazy from the Heat. He made those songs his own.
You're right. You're absolutely 100% right.
Okay.
We're done talking about this now. Yeah. We can move on.
All right. Song number 2 was written by Billy Sheehan.
I love Billy Sheehan.
Yeah. And Shy Boy.
Shy boy, shy boy, shy boy, shy boy, shy boy, shy boy, give it one more time, boy. Shy boy, shy boy, shy boy, shy boy, shy boy, shy boy, give it one more time, boy. You make me nervous.
Man, this chorus is so fucking catchy, dude. I don't know why I love it so much. Maybe it is because it's upbeat, it's fun. But that chorus is just so freaking catchy. Shy boy, shy boy, shy boy, shy boy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, there's just something about it, and it's so basic. And a good hook is always really, really basic to bring you in. But yeah, this one I loved. How about you?
Oh yeah, I thought it was a great song. I thought it should have been released as a single, but what the hell do I know? I mean.
Obviously nothing.
But yeah, that was a great song. One of my favorites on the album, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if we brought up that this album was also released in Spanish.
Yeah.
I've not listened to the Spanish.
No, I never listened to the Spanish version because I don't speak Spanish.
No. I didn't know David Lee Roth spoke Spanish, but...
I don't know if he did or not. Here's what I do know. Mm-hmm. I like Mexican food. I like a good taco, whether it be an American taco or an official authentic taco. Mm-hmm. Either or, I like it.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
Nix the cilantro, please. No cilantro.
Yeah. All right. Song number 3, I'm Easy.
Well, baby, I'm easy, I'm easy, I'm easy, I'm an easy man. Well, baby, I'm easy, I'm easy, I'm easy, I'm an easy man. So come on down and get me, honey, while you can. Available.
That's not like the Sunday morning, though, right?
Sunday, yeah. I'm easy like Sunday morning. I can't sing that.
No, we should edit that out.
Yeah, probably.
I'm kidding. So I'm Easy is kind of that swing song of the first side anyway. It's okay.
Yeah.
It to me, once again, placement wise, I don't know that this song really followed those first two songs really well. It's kind of a 180 turn, you know what I mean? And you're like, oh, we're this is where the album's going, and then you get I'm Easy, and you're like, oh fuck, I don't know if this is what I want in this spot, but I don't know that it was a terrible song. It just kind of different.
Yeah, I didn't think it was terrible at all, but and something I noticed on this song and kind of several of the songs, a lot of them are bass heavy, I thought.
Well, I mean, when you
you got Billy Sheehan,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Listen, so what you're probably noticing here, which I'm now fucking very proud of you at this point, if you noticed it's bass heavy, it's probably because Steve Vai did a lot of little extras in the back where he probably wasn't playing a straight guitar, where he's just like, oh, here's your G, here's your C, here's your D, let's go. He was doing other things, so... And he can do something like that when you have a Billy Sheehan playing guitar or playing bass, because he can fill it up and make it even more of a song because you have this great bass player who knows how to chord a bass or how to run a bass or something along those effects. So that's probably why you noticed it was really bass driven, because for starters, it's Billy Sheehan and he's amazing and he can do anything and as far as playing that 4 strings. So yeah,
all right,
that would be my opinion. I could be wrong.
No,
Let me know.
it
TheGoldenImage80s at gmail.com.
All right, song number 4, Ladies' Night in Buffalo.
Pass it off and play it slow. It's still the only song I know. It's 2 a.m. and traffic's slow. Another ladies' night in Buffalo. Everyone's listening.
Potentially, probably, maybe one of my favorite songs on this album, if not my favorite song.
Yeah, it is good. It's very good.
And it's because it is so fucking singable. It's not good, it's like slow. It's a ladies' night in Buffalo. And I think it's just that feel of this song and the hook, and just that I'm just sitting back sipping some whiskey, fucking smoking a cigar and singing a song.
Now, would it have put it over the top for you if it would have been Ladies' Night in Kansas City?
Well, I didn't really think about that. Yeah, because I don't like the Bills at all. Those guys can just not play again this year and be okay. Oh, wait. They did make it to the playoffs, but they choked. Just saying, Buffalo Bill fans, suck it. Yeah, I never thought about that. No, it's a good song, Frankie.
Yeah,
why are you fucking with me on this?
I'm trying to throw you off.
Yeah.
No, it's a great song. I totally enjoyed it. Song number 5, I love this song. Number 5, Going Crazy.
Once again, a super, super catchy chorus. I mean, you can definitely sing along with this one. I felt that it was very Van Halen heavy. There was the way it opened up. I just felt like something Eddie would have recorded.
Yeah.
And the sound that Steve was using just felt very, very, very Van Halen to me. So. Take it for what it is. But of course, this song is actually a kind of a leftover from his book and the EP, Going Crazy from the Heat.
Yeah.
And I mean, they kind of interlock between those 3 items.
Yeah.
The album title, the book title, and then the actual song which came out on Eat 'Em and Smile.
And I believe it was going to be a movie. He was
Really?
going to make a movie. I think that's what I had read, that it was, this album was actually was going to be a soundtrack for that movie,
Really?
and then it just never happened.
It takes a lot of fucking work to make a soundtrack for an album.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work to make a soundtrack for an album. I said a soundtrack for a movie. Listen, I've been there, done that, done it. It's called Crusher.
Crush.
By Crystal Blue Armadillo. That whole album went along with Carl's movie that he produced and created, so directed, which I starred in, by the way.
All right.
Is there anything that Golden J can't fucking do?
Get viewers.
Oh!
No. Or listeners.
I don't have boobies. That's the
No,
problem.
That's the problem. Maybe we'll get like a naked woman to sit in here, and maybe that'll get some views.
Listen, as much as I would enjoy staring at a naked woman while we recorded, I'd like for you to fucking talk, not just gawk and drool. Listen, there's reasons why there's not. I can get you some pictures if you want, Frankie.
Some pictures. But no, I was thinking more something for,
For the list, for the watchers, the
for
viewers.
the watchers instead
Yeah.
of looking at us,
Yeah, there you go. Watch out, Frankie's going to show you his boobies.
No, nothing there to see.
He's flat.
I'm flat.
He's flat.
All right. You ready to flip this album over?
Let's flip it over like that naked lady in the studio.
All right, side 2. Song number 6, Tobacco Road.
Growing up, rusty shack. All I had was hanging on my back. Only you know how I know this place called Tobacco Road.
The harmonies on the fucking chorus of this song are what makes this song amazing.
It is a cover, by the way.
Is it a cover
Yeah,
of
the Nashville Teens.
Oh, there you go. But what they do with it, besides the harmonies and that melody line, back to Tobacco Road, and the harmonies that go with that is what makes this song great. It's kind of a rock bluesy song, I really this is one of those songs I really, really liked, and I think it has a lot to do with that chorus and the way it was built.
Yeah, I really enjoy this song. It's a fun song to listen to.
Oh, and Steve Vai's solo in this song is just off the fucking hook.
Absolutely.
So I'm trying to read my notes. It says awesome solo.
Awesome solo. All right, song number 7, Elephant Gun.
All my aim is better, shots are clean, this mean go get is a bad man. I'm run. I'm gonna be your dark stranger, contact man, when you in danger, I'll protect you, babe, with my elephant gun. Every minute counts.
Frankie, I did not care for this one. This wasn't I don't know what it was about it. I mean, maybe it had a lot to do with Roth's low vocal range in this one. It just didn't settle well with me, and I just thought it was kind of thought it was a lame little song. But you know what? The guitars were great in it.
Oh, yeah.
As we always say with anything with Vi or Eddie Van Halen, guitars were great.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, can't go wrong. Like the album musically, you can't go wrong with it. Some of the vocals or the lyrics, maybe.
Yeah, and as we kind of finish off the second side here, we kind of run into that a little bit too. So
yeah, and it's not like it's a bad song. It's not what I think really fit in the album.
Right.
If that makes any kind of sense. But all right, song number 8, Big Trouble.
You went looking for trouble. Wow. You was in his eyes. Wow. She was a dime a dozen. And they were two of a kind. Cherry blue.
So Frankie, this is another one of these songs that I just didn't care for. We're back to Roth, the storyteller, and we talked about that in past episodes of this series. That a lot of the times he's trying to write this story to tell you from start to finish. Sorry, of some big ass story that he's got, and he's like really kind of shoving words and melody lines in there that just don't work with the music, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But this was another one of those songs. It just, this didn't flow right for me.
Yeah, I agree. I did feel like this one and the next one too. Also, I did think they're not bad songs. I don't feel like they flowed
Right.
with the album.
Right.
I mean, they work for what they were. They're listenable, but they're.
Well, you're not going back to listen to these two songs or three songs here, because there's just nothing there that really pops and you go, oh, I fucking love that. Like I said, you could listen to pretty much the first 6 songs over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 10. You might go back to 10.
Yeah,
it's not a bad one.
But we'll hit number 9 real quick, and that's Bump and Grind.
So shake it slowly and do that bump and grind. Well, I can tell you got a few reservations.
My note as I was listening back to this says, song about sex that just doesn't work. It's like he's trying to make this sex song like something that fucking Kiss would put together. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, Kiss had a lot of, Kiss was a very sexually driven band as far as that goes. A lot of their songs were just, let's put the X in sex. Let's anything off Revenge, that whole entire album. And I know those are a little bit later than this album, but it just seems like he was trying to get this grand sexual innuendo a song, and it just didn't fucking work at all. And I just didn't care for it. Like I said, Elephant Gun, Big Trouble, and Bump and Grind, I just did not care for.
I get you. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, they're fine for what they are. You can listen to them, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel like it fit in with the album.
Right.
That's me. What do I know? But go to number 10, the last song on the list. Frank Sinatra cover. Yeah, Frank Sinatra. You heard that right. That's Life.
That's life. That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high on Monday, shot down in May. But I ain't never gonna change my tune when I'm back on top in the month of June.
So as I was listening to this, my notes were simple for this song, and it just says, this is so stupid, because I didn't know this was a Frank Sinatra song, even though I think I knew it was a Frank Sinatra song.
Yeah.
My note says old school Sinatra sound. And I was like, is this a Sinatra song? And while I'm reviewing these, I'm actually usually out on my Wednesday route where I've got hours to drive around to these different offices. Yeah. And that's where I spend a lot of time listening to music and listening, and making these notes. Sometimes I pull off to the side after I make a delivery and make a bunch of notes that I've listened to and kind of, whatever. Sometimes might be driving and writing something down. Not that I'm very good at that. It's very painstaking to make sure that you're writing something that's legible, but you're not endangering anybody along the way. If that makes any sense. So I didn't get a chance to look back and see if this was a Frank Sinatra song because it was on my list of things to do. But yeah. I mean, he makes this song work. I mean, absolutely. His vocals in this just make it work. Mm-hmm. And it would have been cool to have this song on Crazy from the Heat. I think it would have been a perfect match to put in there. Mm-hmm. As far as being the cover song that it is, I think would have been perfect on Crazy from the Heat. It would have fit so well. Yeah,
I mean, I think this shows what David Lee Roth is. And he says it himself, he is a song and dance man.
Right.
And I think he is maybe the modern day Frank Sinatra type of performer, He just wants to go out there, be in the front of the stage, all about him.
No, and you're absolutely right, 100%. David Lee Roth is an ego-driven, narcissistic person. It's always got to be about him, and if it's not about him, he makes it about him. He needs to be at the center of all attention. The lights need to be on him, and if it's not, then you've done something wrong. And it always amazed me, even to today. The guy is always on 11. I have never seen any video interview, backstage, front stage. I've never seen anything where he is just like, I'm just a normal human being for a minute. I don't need to be on 11. He's always on 11. That is just him. That's the way he is. And some people like that. Some people don't. I mean, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. I don't discredit him for being that way.
I don't know if he partook in cocaine and stuff like that, but he just seemed like that type of
right.
He would just always go. Any interview you see, especially back in these days, the 80s and stuff, he would just.
And it was always with catchphrases and one-liners and we are the most exciting rock and roll band ever, based on chasing the brother do chump don't pine. Wow. But I mean, maybe that's his straight up personality. I don't know. But compared to where he was to where he is now, I think maybe that wore on a lot of people. I know it wore on Hagar when they tried to do several things. They tried the Roth Hagar tour. If you read Sammy's book Red or listen to it, then you'll understand a little bit more about what was going on behind the scenes of that tour, where they were trying to, play to the crowd and say, hey, you got Sammy Hagar and then you got David Lee Roth, or you got David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar. It depended on who went first and who went second. It was supposed to be a flip-flop. It's like Hagar would be the the headliner this night, and then it'd be Roth. Mm-hmm. And of course Roth would fuck around and not show up. And until it was time for the headlining spot to go on, he would show up just miraculously 15 minutes. And Hagar was like, listen, I'm not going to leave the fans waiting on David Lee Roth to be the opening act. I'll just go fucking play. Because that's all Sammy wants to do is just play. And you'll find that more and more if you go back and look at his music history and the things he's done and what he's even doing now. The interview stuff and all the things that he did. And along the way, he just wants to be a part of it. He doesn't necessarily need, he doesn't need the money to go do things. He just enjoys going to doing them. And that includes the chicken foot and, the super group. Well, you can't call it a super group because they don't want you to call it a super group because they just don't want that. But, I just find it interesting how ego-driven David Lee Roth was at that time. And even going into after his career pretty much burn out. Yeah.
And I think, and you hear it all the time with musicians. They're just, and I don't know, I bet, they just say, musicians, when they get to a certain level, they do become very ego-driven, And I don't, even at a lower level, there's always the one guy in the band that wants to be the face and... it seems like you hear those stories all the time.
Those stories are true. Those stories are 100% true. I don't care what fucking band you're in. I don't care what mentality you go in. You end up, it just ends up there for some weird reason. When we started off early on, I got adapted to be the lead singer early on in my band careers. And then I'm trying to think, when we got into, like the Shattered Image years, it was just already already slated that, well, you're a singer, so just sing. And I always was happy when somebody else wanted to fucking come up and sing. You know, I was all about it. But nobody else did it. And then as the years passed between going from, you know, Shattered Image to the Gunner Band, and Craig wanted to front it, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it. You know, let somebody else run the show. Because I've done it for years and I'm tired of doing it. I want to be the guy back here in between songs drinking fucking beer and tuning his guitar. I don't want to be the guy up there trying to sneak a drink of beer while I'm talking to the fucking crowd and all that. And then when we hit the Voodoo Rain years, it was big time. I'm like, I'm fucking Malcolm Young back here. If you need me, I'm back over here. And they're like, dude, you're the fucking lead guitar player. You got to be up front. And, you know, you get thrust into that. But at the same time, I went into a band many years later, you know, a few years ago, many years after Guilt 4 broke up. I was doing a favor for somebody who threw a party, and if people know me, they know we call it the Fish Fry Band. And then there was a group of extremely amazing musicians that I wanted to work with, and they talked about forming this band, and we practiced several times. And I told the guitar player, who was quote unquote the leader, I said, I don't know if you want to work with me. And he's like, well, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Because I'm an easygoing guy in day-to-day life. But man, you put me in a band situation, I can try to be easy, but I get very controlling, and I get very like, no, this is not working. Let's try this, or let's try that. And even in my own mind, I know that a lot of the things I like, most people don't like. And you could take that. The prime example was Neighbor Girl from the Guilt 4 album.
Yeah.
When we wrote it in like 10 minutes. It was based on Green Day's punky songs. And I was like, it's fun, but it's kind of junk, you know, it's just kind of a filler song or whatever. And fucking people loved it. And I'm like, where am I going wrong? Because I can give you this song called What Makes a Little Boy Cry that I absolutely love, that I spent time working on and creating and possessing. And everybody's like, yeah, I don't want to play that song no more. I don't really like it. I'm like, I fucking love this song. So I don't necessarily know, but sometimes when you get into that situation and you're trying to work something out and you've got fucking people coming at you from different directions with different ideas, you tend to get a little over aggressive and you let your ego and your narcissism get in the way. And if you're on 100% of the time, yeah, this is what's going to happen every time somebody confronts you about something. And I think that's where David Lee Roth was in this time. He thought he was invincible, and especially now that his solo album stuff took flight with the EP, I think the ego just got the best of him.
Yeah, yeah. But, you know, I would have to say, I think you kind of got to have that. Somebody in the band that's got that. Because if you have a band full of, say, Michael Anthony today, yeah, whatever, okay, you know,
yeah, you're
not going to get anywhere. You're going to have somebody that's...
You got to have somebody that's aggressive and is willing to go and work for it and be that guy to stick his foot in the door and say, no, let me in. If you're the guy that knocks and they say, hey, no room, and you're like, okay, yeah, there's no room in the inn. It's like, fuck, you know, then you're right. You're not going to get it. You're going to go back home with your fucking demo in your pocket and your tail between your legs. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I get it. And that you can see it in, even the local bands. I'll throw it out. Danny Dameron, front guy for, I'm going to draw a fucking blank. I know the band name. They're great. It truly is an all-star band. He is one of the hardest working musicians I know. Josh Ortiz from Groupies Wanted, same way. I mean, he just works hard. He's not afraid to make phone calls and stick his nose in places to sniff around. Two local musicians who have very successful bands and have done a lot of great stuff. Yeah. When Naked Beggars came back to Cheers years ago, when we opened up for them, that was my most aggressive moment that I ever put into anything. I called the guy and it's like, I want the job. I'm not asking for the job. I'm telling you, I want it and I want it now. And he was like, dude, it's yours. You know, he liked the band. We got the shot at it. That's of course, the Brittingham LeBar side project. Mm-hmm. And it makes a difference if you're going to be aggressive. But at the same time, you got to be able to work with other people who might have that same aggressiveness and ego and think that their way is the right way and there is no other fucking way. And that's why it didn't work for me in that band, because there was too many people that had too many ideas and there was too many directions and it just wasn't working for me. And that's, I amazing musicians, but it just wasn't working.
Hey, you just got to have that balance of all.
Yeah, you got to have one leader who is aggressive, but at the same time is willing to listen and be able to sort out the ideas. Yeah. So
I get
that's what makes Golden Mojo Entertainment work so much. Everybody has ideas, and I try to sort them out to make them work. Sometimes it doesn't always happen, but everybody knows their lane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. It sounds kind of bullshitty to me, but let's go with it.
Hey, it worked. It worked. I believed it.
He believed in it. He's got it.
Yeah. Yeah, but Eat 'Em and Smile, great album. Go check it out.
Please, go check it out. I mean, there's a lot of great fucking songs on this thing, and you need to go and just deep dive into it and just have fun with it. And once you hear that opening, if you've never listened to this album before, that opening for Yankee Rose will fucking hook you. So just reminds you how great of a guitar player that Steve Vai was. And it's an upbeat song. It takes you home. Yeah. Love it.
Love it.
Love it. All right, Frankie, let's get out of here. What do you say?
All right, let's do it.
All right. Until next week. You know, next week when you're on the website, goldenmojoent.com, ordering a Golden 80s t-shirt, and now you're sitting there and you're wearing it, but you're still in your tidy whities because you don't care because you're in your own house. You know, just sitting there eating fucking Buffalo Wild Wings. And you don't care that you dripped on that, because that's what gives that fucking t-shirt character. That's right. Look, there's a stain on it. Don't give a shit. Wash it. It'll be fine, even if it leaves a mark, because Golden 80s is here to leave a mark in your heart. That's right. Till next week. Hasta la vista, baby.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Golden 80s podcast. Check us out at goldenmojoent.com, where you can find out about our great merchandise and a little bit about Frankie and Golden J. Also, at goldenmojoent.com, you can find out about all the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment network of podcasts, like
The United States of Paranormal, Indiana Chiefs fans, The Gridiron Kingz, MurdNerds, The Nostalgia Tug, Real Terror, and the Puck Yeah Podcast. But you can still find Golden Image Podcast, A Quart of Books and Booze, and The Call Guys wherever you stream your favorite podcast. And if you have a story that you would like us to cover, just let us know at thegoldenimage80s@gmail.com. Please like, rate, and subscribe wherever you listen.